Sam, we got Sam in the back.
Why did the NFL decide to recruit you? Could you share that with us?
Oh, sure. At that time, actually playing for Pitt, that we had a lot of guys that would get drafted. The draft is 7 rounds, and so every team gets 7 picks. Back in my day, there were 12 rounds, so you had a little bit more of an opportunity to get drafted. But what happened is Cleveland looked at me, a couple other teams looked at me, and they watched film on me, and then Marty Schottenheimer came down and had individual workout with me, checked my grades. They were good enough. So they drafted me in the 6th round. The Browns drafted me in the 6th round in 1983, and that's kind of how it works. The guys who get drafted in the 1st round make the most money, though. Remember that, guys. The 6th round, you'll do okay, but 1st round is better. Yeah, Coach.
Remember when you were their age, what would be some good advice that you could give them right now?
Yeah.
Going up into some of them, I mean, you've got 3rd, 4th graders, 5th, and 6th graders.
Yeah.
At this time, what would be some good advice you could give them, reflecting back on your career when you started, to get them to move up where they were, what are some of the things that you suggested them to do at this age?
Yeah. Great question, Coach. That's an outstanding question. Guys, if I were you, like, the one thing I would tell myself is, you know, to be able to laugh at yourself, okay? Some guys, football, it can be serious, but don't take yourself too serious and enjoy the game. Try to find ways to enjoy football for what it is. It's a great game. I know there were times where in my career, I almost didn't enjoy it enough because it was too serious. But it doesn't matter because you're going to play big games now in your league, then in high school, you're going to think this game is a huge game or that game. And then if you're playing in college or the pros, God willing, every game, there's going to be all these games that always seem like huge games. Then you look back and you think, they were all big games, and so you kind of have an attitude where you can enjoy yourself, enjoy your teammates, and be able to take kidding. Don't be one of those guys that no one can kid around with. Be able to laugh stuff off. Be able to, have on a Teflon suit, as they say. Have some things bounce off them, like this guy right here. You can kid this guy all day long, let me tell you, and you won't upset him. All right. But that's what I would say. Try to just enjoy yourself, and don't take yourself too seriously, or don't take the game too seriously. Thanks, Coach.
Whatever happened to Clay Matthews?
What?
Oh. Don't hear much about him anymore. You'd like to see him come back in town, but you just never hear.
Coach, this is a great question, and I'm too happy to tell you about him because I just talked to him about a week ago. We were talking about his son leading the league in sacks. Well, when he was done with 19 years in the NFL, he played 16 here and then 3 with the Falcons. Okay, and he should be in the Hall of Fame. Why he's not in the Hall of Fame, I don't know. I think that's going to happen at some point. But he just moved back to where he came from in L.A. He's an L.A. guy, and he likes the sunshine. But he was one of the guys that he really had made a lot of money, so he was able to retire and not get another job, and he ended up coaching. He got into coaching, and he ended up coaching his kids. And he has 4 boys and 1 girl. And his oldest son played for USC, was a walk-on like Clay Jr. was, and he's now in business. His other son works with a radio station. Now his 2 youngest sons, this is what's interesting, his second youngest son is with the Packers now, leading the league in sacks. Might be NFC Defensive Player of the Year the way he's going. Do you guys see him knock the Eagles quarterback out? I don't know if that's... I don't know why the Browns didn't draft him. Don't get me started. It's like that vision of the guy with the blonde hair running around killing guys. Like that was what they could have. But it's like, didn't you see that? We passed up on him in the 1st round. But then, kind of wrap it up, Clay's youngest son is an all Pac-10 linebacker for Oregon, Casey Matthews. Now, I don't know if you guys know this, but Clay's father played in the NFL. They're the only family that's ever had 3 generations in the NFL. And there's actually 3 Clay Matthews, Clay Sr., Clay I played with, and Clay Jr., that have all played in the NFL. His brother, Bruce Matthews, is a Hall of Famer, played for the Titans and the Oilers. His brother has a kid in the NFL too, plays for the Titans. He's a rookie, and he's got another son at Texas A&M who's a surefire pro. So that's family. That's the family business there for the Matthews. They're all football all the time, and that's a family. I kind of feel sorry for someone who doesn't make the pros in that family. Like, you know, the sister never made it. What was wrong with her? Great point. Remember that? He had a couple big sacks. Yeah. He's the one with Green Bay now. Yeah. Oh, no, wait. Casey, you're right. You're right. I was thinking the Rose Bowl the year before. Okay. All right. But we got to get him back in town more often, I know. I mean, he flies to Oregon on Saturday to watch their games, and then to Green Bay on Sundays, and he's enjoying it. So he's a great guy.
Dave, our Hollis has had his hand up for 10 minutes. So
I'm sorry.
You got it. Our Hollis, what do you got?
Can you explain the pressure in the draft room before you got drafted?
Oh man, the pressure in the draft room. Yeah, I mean, you guys, I wasn't that good because they only have like a couple of surefire first rounders or first picks kind of go to that draft room, so I didn't experience that kind of pressure. That's really intense. But just the pressure to get drafted, you know, you're sitting around your house waiting for the phone to call. Everyone else that's not invited to that outing at the draft, and it's yeah. I mean, you start to wonder and pray and hope, and then you know, time goes by, and if the phone doesn't ring, you can get pretty antsy. So I remember when the Browns called me, and my sister answered the phone and just let out this blood-curdling scream when they said it's the Cleveland Browns, and you know, the scout on the phone said that he had to get his eardrum fixed because of when my sister screamed in the phone. But I knew when that scream happened that I had a chance maybe to play in the NFL. So.
As I look out and I see you guys working hard each week, listening to us tell you about DUCK, which stands for what? Let me hear it.
Discipline, unity, character.
One more time.
Discipline, unity, character.
Discipline, unity, character. These are 3 things that really go into the foundation of what makes a person a leader. And as you guys practice, and as you guys work hard, and as you guys listen to the coaches, that's really important. But what is even more important, I know Dave and his family, a lot of respect for his father. How well you respect your parents that are standing off back here. How well you listen to them. How well you honor them, and how well you treat them is how it's going to impact your life about 98% of the time. So tonight, I want to just kind of finish with that point, simply saying that football is a great thing. It can teach you many things, but sometimes we can over-focus on, let me hear it again.
Discipline, unity, character.
And leave all that on the field, and when we go home, we don't have any
Discipline, unity, character.
for the home. So I'd like you guys to not only give up a hand for Dave here as we close out, but also give a hand for your parents.
Do you guys know that? Here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Yeah.
Here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.